What an amazing year it has been. You know, exactly 1 year ago, I came to you from here. This is the ground zero of India's EV revolution. We shared our dream to make Indian mobility fully electric and to make India a global EV manufacturing hub. Now, over the last year, we've built this factory. This is the world's largest two-wheeler factory. And we've built the world's best scooter. We've also taken our scooter to every corner of the country over India's largest sales and service network. We've had many highs and a lot of learnings too along the way. And I want to truly thank all of you for supporting us, believing in us, and for truly getting India's EV revolution kickstarted. We all grew up in an economy and society defined by oil. And this has created the defining challenge for our generation: pollution and climate change. You know, about 40% of the world's pollution is caused by automobiles. But today, we do have a solution. And the solution is to reject petrol and to build a future with electric transport. And not just that, we can make India a global epicenter for this EV revolution and transformation. Let me actually first step back and paint a global picture for you and India's context in it. The world sells 100 million cars a year and 100 million two-wheelers a year. And India only sells 3 million cars a year and 20 million two-wheelers a year. Only about 200 million people in India own their own vehicle. That's less than 15% of us. And as our economy develops, more than half of us will own a vehicle. Half of India will own a vehicle. This would mean India would sell 20 million cars a year and 50 million two-wheelers a year. And with these numbers, India will become 25% of the world's automotive market, up from just 5% today. Now imagine, if all of these vehicles that we're going to sell in the future, if all of them are petrol and ice driven, just imagine the pollution in our cities. You know, pollution in our cities will triple. We can't live like that. We can't build this as our future. We have to build an EV-driven future. This global EV revolution so far has been limited only to the West and to China. But to truly take the EV revolution to humanity scale, India will have to be the epicenter of change. Now in the West, the average price of an EV car, is $70,000. We in India and the rest of the world can't afford such costly vehicles. The average selling price of a car in India is $25,000. Hence, a focus on India means a very different product roadmap, much more relevant to our markets and our consumer needs. And as we build for India, we will also be creating the EV paradigm for the rest of the world. Today, 2/3 of the world's automotive production and manufacturing is in the US, Europe, or China. In this EV future, we can build half of the world's vehicles right here in India. To achieve this dream of being the world's EV hub, we first need to accelerate India's EV revolution. A majority of India and the rest of the world uses two-wheelers for transport. And two-wheelers contribute almost half of our transport emissions. And hence, this is the reason why last year, we made a start with the humble two-wheeler. With our launch, the EV penetration in India in two-wheelers is now 5%, up from 1% last year. We launched the S1 Pro last year, the world's best scooter. It has the best design, best technology, and best performance. Now in just 7 months, we've sold more than 70,000 S1 Pros. And we've watched as all of you have fallen in love with our product. As you can see, it's built on the same platform as the S1 Pro, has the same MoveOS software, and the same brilliant, beautiful design. It has a battery capacity of 3 kWh, an ARI certified range of 141 kilometers, 128 kilometers in eco mode of true range, 101 kilometers in normal mode, and 90 kilometers in sports mode. And not just range, it has a top speed of 95 kilometers per hour. which is going to make it the fastest scooter in its segment. It has all the amazing features on software like music, navigation, companion app, reverse mode, and everything else that you love in the S1 Pro. Not just that, but it will support all future software upgrades into MoveOS 3 and beyond. You see a beautiful red here, and in addition to this, there are 4 amazing colors: jet black, porcelain white, neo mint, and liquid silver. And I know the question on everybody's mind, what's the price? Well, it's going to start at an introductory price of 99,999 rupees. You can reserve your S1 at 499 starting today. The introductory price is valid for limited scooters, so make sure you reserve it and buy it before it's sold out. Those who reserve will get early access to buy from September 1st. And purchase opens for all others on September 2nd. And deliveries will start as early as September 7th. We've made financing easier for you with multiple payment options like credit card EMIs and loans. Now you can avail a loan from our 5 finance partners that we've tied up with, or any other offline banking or financial institution of your choice, or even use cash. With EMIs starting at 2,999 rupees and loan processing fee waivers, it couldn't be a better time to buy it. And that's not all. There are many other things that you've all been asking for, and I'm very excited to be launching them today. You can now extend your warranty up to 5 years with our extended warranty product, which will protect your battery, motor, electrical components, and all other standard parts. For those who've already purchased the scooter, you can also buy this warranty as an optional add-on in the Ola app. Another question that we've been getting from our customers is about the hypercharger network. Now this Diwali, we will launch more than 100 hyperchargers across the top 50 cities. And beyond that, the network will continue to expand in the future. If the humble two-wheeler was the start of India's EV revolution, the even humbler cell is going to be the heart of India's EV revolution. Now today, the world produces 1,000 gigawatt hour of cells a year. Majority of this is in China, Europe, and the US. By 2030, the world will need 10,000 gigawatt hours, and India alone will need 2,000 gigawatt hour of cell capacity if we have to lead and electrify all transport. Today, guess how much we produce in India? 0. Now clearly, for us to lead the EV world, we need to make our own cells and make them at this mind-boggling scale. We missed the semiconductor, solar, electronic, and other manufacturing revolutions. But everyone around the world is just getting started with cells and EVs. And so if we invest now and at scale, we can do this and we can lead this. Also, this new era of renewable and electric technology is not a commodity like oil. There is no innovation possible to either reduce cost or to improve performance in commodities. And hence, as we all know, petrol prices only go up. Over the past decade, on the other hand, cost of cells have come down from $1,000 a kilowatt hour to $200 a kilowatt hour, while performance and safety has improved 2 to 3 times. And all this is due to the innovations in R&D that companies around the world have done. Yet everyone agrees that they're just scratching the surface of what these EV technologies can and will enable. Over the decade, we will see costs come down to $50 per kilowatt hour. Fast charging of batteries increase 3 to 4 times in speed. Range go up, safety improve with solid state technologies. And also new materials like sodium, sulfur, silicon, etc., which will enable more supply chain security for us in India. Now this technology and innovation game is just getting started. And we intend to be a global leader in this over the course of this decade. And that's why we've built this place I'm standing in. We call it the Ola Battery Innovation Center. A world-scale and world-class R&D facility spread across 500,000 square feet. We have the most advanced labs here across cell characterization using machines like scanning electron microscopes, X-ray diffractors, inductively coupled plasma and mass spectroscopes, and many, many more machines. We synthesize our own materials here in our wet and dry labs, where we have the most advanced mixers and furnaces to heat the materials to more than 2,000 degrees centigrade, and dry rooms to assemble and test the cells. We also have fireproof safety and performance test labs, where we test all thermal behaviors, which includes overcharge, nail penetration, altitude impact on cells, cycling performance, and also drop and crush tests. And the best highlight of this facility is the amazing 200 people who work here. the smartest people in the world in this domain, most of whom are PhDs in their fields. Now I'm going to show you something very, very special. This is our dry lab in our BIC, and this is the driest, cleanest space here. It's very, very extremely dry, and that's why you have to wear the suit, because otherwise it'll suck moisture out of our skin. And what I'm going to show you now is something extremely close to my heart. This is our first lithium-ion cell. We've made it here, we are very excited about it, and soon we'll be producing it in our gigafactory. And this here is the battery module made from our own cells. Now we are doing a lot of development and testing, comprehensive testing here in our BIC on these cells, and by end of next year, we'll have them in our products. India is going to be the epicenter of the global EV revolution. And to enable this, we have to build a very different futuristic concept of manufacturing. Global scale, automation, world-class quality, and ultimately benefiting the local communities. Now, a year ago, we shared a vision for the two-wheeler factory that we were going to build. And the two-wheeler future factory, when it's fully complete, will be the world's largest two-wheeler factory. But today, we are expanding that vision into a full EV hub, which at full scale will produce 1 million cars, 10 million two-wheelers, and 100 gigawatt-hour of cells every year. This Ola Future Factory, reimagined Ola Future Factory, is going to be the world's largest EV ecosystem at a single site.
Yo, good week.
The thing about me, there's a little bit more to me. There's a little bit more.
My week,
A little bit more to
usually.
me. The thing about me, there's a little bit
Dell, discover your passions.
more to me.
Now, if we are manufacturing the cells, we are definitely not stopping at scooters. And you know where I'm going with this. There's something magical about cars. I think you never really forget the emotions of your first date or your first car. Also, cars represent the epitome of industrial and technological capability for any country. The American image of large gas-guzzling pickup trucks. The German image of extremely well-engineered luxury cars. The Italian image of super sports cars, or even the Japanese image of high quality and super efficient cars. Countries and generations often get associated with the cars they build. Now, our own very image in India has evolved from the sturdy ambassador to the efficient and reliable Maruti after economic liberalization. Today, India is a young, energetic, and an extremely ambitious country. But the cars we build now are dull and boring. Indian car makers are conservative, thinking that we only want small cars, or maybe mid-sized cars. Global automakers think that the Indian market is not ready for world-class technology, and hence sell their hand-me-down tech in India. Now we need to change this. We deserve a car that defines this new India, an India that's fearless and believes in writing its own destiny. So what's our car going to be like? Our car is going to be one of the fastest cars in India. With 0 to 100 within 4 seconds. It'll have a range of more than 500 kilometers per charge. It'll be the sportiest car ever built in India. With an all-glass roof, designed to deliver a drag coefficient of less than 0.21, best in its class. It'll have our very own Move OS, one of the most advanced computers in a car. Assisted driving capability as good as any other car in the world. Not only keyless, like our scooter, but literally handleless. It'll have the best performance, best design, and the best technology ever built in a car in India. देखोगे क्या? That is so amazing. We are so excited to be building this car. And with these goals, this is the most ambitious car project ever undertaken in India. Built in India, by Indians, but for the entire world. It's been an amazing year, and we have a lot of work to do ahead. This mission of electrifying India and being a global EV hub is possible only because of the freedom we enjoy. To dream big and to build our future the way we want to. To celebrate India's 75th Independence Day and this emotion of freedom, we have something very, very special to end the day with. Jai Hind.
आजाद हो तुम, बेखौफ जियो, क्योंकि खौफ से आजाद हो तुम। आवाज उठाओ, क्योंकि खामोशी से आजाद हो तुम। अपने आप के साथ वक्त बिताओ, बीते कल से आजाद हो तुम।